Hello everyone, this is Anime Heaven X23, and as you can see in the video, I have just beat Spider-Man the movie, the game, on the GameCube. I just completed it. Was definitely a interesting game that spanned 22 missions, style chapters. Included boss fights with Shocker, Vulture, Scorpion, a mech, and of course Green Goblin over like 3 different times I believe you fight him, if I remember correctly. There is a fair amount of combos you can learn. You'll see like these gold Spider-Man symbols that you can learn combos from. I'll tell you, I think it was like 10 combos I ended up not finding. But the frustrating things that I didn't like was like the lock on camera. Sometimes it was a real hindrance when you're trying to move around and do things. Other times it was a good thing when you're trying to fight the different bosses and trying to collect different things. There was a fair amount of stealth missions to do stuff, like when you enter Oscorp's tower. When you're making it so you have to get away from different security patrols, cameras, bots. These robots are pretty tough. Between those, and then finding cards, and then there's this one where you get like A, B, C, D. You have to hit the buttons for A and B first, then go into the central core and hit that computer. And then those parts are kind of easy when you're in Oscorp Tower, but it's just C and D. C is no problem. D you have to get from this lab coat guy who comes after you when he figures out something's going on. And then you take it on him, it's not that bad. But it's just, you gotta be good at your web zipping around in that Oscorp Tower. I'd say the easiest fight is definitely, I'd say, Vulture's pretty easy overall. Green Goblin's definitely the most annoying. The attack that works the best when you're trying to do like the fight where you're in the mech area, the big mech, and you're trying to take out the 10 generators that you're supposed to, is hold in your L button and shoot your check it is the Z button. C1, 2, hit your L and your Z. That's like when you zoom. It's like when you zoom. But it's good in terms of taking out. It's actually ZY, and then it's like a long concentrated web shoot. That web shoot is swinging around and make it a lot easier taking out the generators around what you're supposed to do in that fight. And also make it easier when the Green Goblin does go on his feet, is to shoot that with a concentrated L, Y. It's a concentrated web shoot because it does more damage. So always remember that. There's some stuff you can get in collectibles that you can find around it. I found a couple things here or there, but not too much. I played it on normal, and on normal there's definitely a decent challenge even on normal. Beat it on the tougher difficulty settings. You gotta be real good. I wanted to enjoy the game and play it, and like I said, I beat it on normal, and I thought normal was a good enough challenge. Some people might not be, but I thought it was. And for someone if you want to enjoy the story, you want a nice challenge, I think normal is fine. If you go to the higher, then of course maybe you're like the Dark Soul games now, so maybe you want that more of a challenge. I think normal will be fine for most people. You will certain fights and later on in the game, especially with the Green Goblin in different areas, you'll probably test your being a little like annoyed and stuff like that. Let's see what we got here. So there was the credit. Did we unlock any cheats? Oh, okay, so it says secret store. Oh, apparently I can do Pinhead. Oh, a bonus movie with Vulture available in the gallery, so we unlocked that one. And then get 30,000 points to open the next secret, or 50. Play the game as Peter Parker. That would be interesting. Play the game usually in the wrestling costume. That's cool. Play the game as Alex Ross's design for Spider-Man. So we didn't do that. Bonus train level Pinhead bowling. That's kind of cool. There's a level warp so you can go around and go back and do different things. Here's my load save. Of course, your start. Check, see what gallery we got. Movie viewer, production art. So overall, like I was saying, the Spider-Man the Movie Game. Overall, with the, like I said, with the boss fights, the 22 small mission style chapters, some collectibles, the training. Seems like, since it's the point system, I got about, a little bit more than halfway for the points. Chunks are bad. I would have liked to got a little bit more, but there's the opening, so we won't do that. But anyways, in short, I would say Spider-Man the Movie, the game. The graphics are decent. The controls are okay. But playing as Spider-Man, the web swing, things like that, cool. The boss fights, cool. The story was cool. But overall, I'd probably give the game a 7 out of 10. Mainly because the camera system with the lock on was more annoying than what it needed to be, at least for me. So in short, if you haven't played this game for the GameCube, PS2, or any other systems, I would say give it a shot. I think it's worth your money if you can find it. And of course, depending on what kind of condition of a copy you want, of course, will determine your price point. But for me, I think I paid $25, $30 in that area because I wanted a really clean, like very good copy, or near mint new copy, whatever. Which is what you're gonna have to pay if you want to get a kind of copy or whatever it is. You'll probably get one for $15 or so. But anyhow, overall, I give the game a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna take a little break, and I'm gonna eventually come back and do Spider-Man 2. Also got Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil, and of course Resident Evil 4 to play, which I will at some point as well. I got the Splinter Cells to play. So I have to go back and play, I gotta finish up my Metroid Prime, and what I want to do, Crash Kart, and the Tasmanian Tiger. I might do Medal of Honor, or I might do Tomb Raider or Prince of Persia. I'm not sure which one of those I might do. I might do Tomb Raider Legend or Medal of Honor as my next actual playthrough for you guys that you guys can see. So thanks for watching this review of Spider-Man the Movie, the game for the GameCube. Please like, share, subscribe. Take care, everyone. Goodbye, and thank you.